What's up, guys? How we doing? What's up? What's up? It's snowing! It's snowing! It's snowing for like the fourth or fifth time this year. It's honestly pretty out here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of snow, but sure does look pretty. Look it out here, guys. Look at it, it's just continuously coming down. Showing no signs of stopping. I mean, look. Look in front of me. Coming down. Coming down. Look up in the sky. Look at all these big flakes. I'm like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of snow, but it is pretty. It's very pretty to look at. I will not lie. I will not lie. Dude, like, this is really uncommon in the city to have this much snow. Like, my friends that have lived here their whole life, they go, we've seen snow here probably like 4 times in their lifetime. That's what they're telling me, right? And they're over, like when it snows, it doesn't really snow a lot here, but 2023 is on a different level, in the city, man. It's snowed probably like 4 or 5 times, and each time there's been like 5 or 6 inches of snow. So yeah, no, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I wanted to go live and show you guys that it's snowing and how cool it is. I mean, it's super cool, I like, I have a love-hate relationship with snow because it's like I hate it because, as a child I got so much of it that it was just like overwhelming. And plus it's not fun to drive in either. Like, don't go out in the snow, guys. Like, if you live somewhere where it snows and you're 16 and you're just getting your license, or you know whatever, just don't go out in the snow, okay? It's not smart. um but yeah, no, that's the downside of it, obviously, which is a huge downside. But the upside is, like, for the people who don't see snow very often, like, this is your chance, like, this is where it's at. This is the good stuff, right? But yeah, no, yeah, they don't really get snow here that often, but when we get it, we get it. I mean, just look. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see that, but these are huge flakes coming down, right? But yeah, no, I mean, I don't really plan on streaming for a long time. It's just kind of cool to watch the snow. And if you guys like this, let me know. Like, this is something that I like doing. This is pretty cool. But if you guys don't like it, that's totally fine. Like, I just won't do it then. But this is pretty cool to me. So yeah, super cool. Yeah, no, I don't really have a lot to say, except for the fact that I'm just out here watching the snow and everything, and it's all good. I might get in the hot tub here in a little bit because I have a hot tub. It'd be nice to just sit in the hot tub, watch the snow, call some people, listen to music or something. That'd be pretty fun, right? Just make the best of the snow when it comes. Look at my arm. But yeah, like, because the weather guy, the meteorologist, in our local area was like, we could either get 7 inches of snow or we can get 2 inches of rain. And I was like, how is that possible? But then he said if the winds come from the south, then we'll get 2 inches of rain. But if the winds come from the north, we'll get 7 inches of snow. And that makes sense because to the north, there's higher elevations, right? And if that wind blows to the south, from the north, then I could see how we would get the snow, right? But if the wind comes from the south and the lower elevations, then that's how we wouldn't get snow and we would get 2 inches of rain. So it makes sense. But yeah, just a super cool sight to look at. And where this city particularly lies, it gets really, really hot in the summer and really, really cold. Well, not really, really cold in the winter. It normally doesn't get that cold here, right? But it gets really, really, really hot here in the summer. It's like an armpit to live in. It is not very fun at all. But it's pretty when it does snow here, that's for sure. But yeah, no. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is like in the summer and in the winter, it really doesn't matter what season it is. But the air, it kind of depends on air pressure and its chance too. It's not always the case, but basically in the wintertime, snow can happen here in the lower elevations. Because because around the city is just mountains, right? There's like 4,000 elevation all around the city, but right here in the city, it's like 800, 900 feet. But yeah, basically the air can get trapped in the valley, right? And that's what can cause the snow, because if you have all these mountains around you, right, then the air has nowhere to go but to just sit here. So that's why it gets so hot here in the winter, summer, and that's why it gets so cold here in the winter. Well, not always cold, but yeah, that's there's a possibility for things like this. It's not very high, but it does happen. And this is just one of those examples of the cold air getting trapped in the city, and it has nowhere to go because of those mountains around us, right? And so it's snowing. Like, it wasn't really supposed to snow today. I think it was supposed to snow maybe for 3 hours, and it's probably been snowing for like 5. So, you can't always predict the weather here in the city. And this is an example why. It's because, sometimes the lower elevations can get the snow. And, oh, look at that. A big ol' thing of snow just dropped. But yeah, sometimes it can get more snow than the higher elevations. I mean, it's unlikely, but it does happen. But this is just so pretty. I'm glad I went live, and I'm glad I did this because this is really cool. If you guys don't like this is fine, but then I won't ever do it again. But if you guys do like this is pretty neat to watch. And I'm not showing my face because we haven't hit 200 subscribers yet, and then I knew if I didn't do this, then I'd probably regret it, because there's probably not going to be another time this year where this happens. It's uncommon in the first place for it to happen in the city. So, yeah. No, there's your little science lesson on how it snows here in the city. And, how often it happens and whatnot. But, very, very pretty sight to see. And, sometimes people wonder, like, the lower elevations got snow, so why doesn't the higher elevations get snow? More snow, that the higher elevations should get more snow. Well, that's not always the case. Like I said, the cold air can get trapped at the city with all the mountains around us. So that is a thing. I have a friend that lives in Nevada, and he's at like 4,000 elevation, right? But he doesn't get more snow than we do most of the time. He doesn't get more snow than us, and the reason for that is because he's so inland, right? And there's no really, it's really uncommon for a storm to just form right there when it's so inland. Up here in California, right, we have the ocean next to us to form some sort of storm, and then that's where the storm comes into play in the higher elevations. But if you're too far away from the ocean, then you're not really going to receive a storm. So while he is higher elevation, he's way higher elevation than us. He don't get as much snow because he's so inland. And it's not like and it's really flat out there too. So you know the wind just blows right through the town that he's in. So I mean, it kind of just it's you have to be at the right place to receive snow. It's not always about elevation, and it's not always about. I mean, yeah, it's not always about elevation. So, yeah, no, this is. I thought this would be a fun idea just to stream and talk about the science of like snow and stuff. When I was a kid, I used to want to be a meteorologist. So this is how I know all this stuff. I was really fascinated with weather. I started to get really fascinated with weather in like sixth or seventh grade. So that's how I know all this stuff. I used to study weather like crazy, but and I wanted to be a meteorologist. But the reason why I chose not to do that now is because it takes a lot of chemistry and physics, and that I'm not really great at those subjects. So I decided to want to do something else. So yeah, but anyway, that's how I know all that. It's because I'm very fascinated with weather. Go into the depths of weather to try and find out, things like these. So, yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I mean, it's a short one, obviously, but there's not really much to talk about, but I made it worthwhile, I hope. And I hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, no, super pretty, super great to look at. And if you guys like this, let me know. If you guys don't, let me know too. Like, it'll be fine with me if you guys don't like it. It won't hurt my feelings at all. So, yeah, just let me know down in the comments below whether you like this or not. Like this more vlog type of content. Yeah. Make sure you guys like the stream because it really helps the stream get recommended to more people so more people can see this. And be sure to subscribe if you guys are brand new because we are on the road to 200 subscribers. And when we hit 200 subscribers, I will do a face reveal. So, yeah, road to 200. Please subscribe if you're seeing this right now and you're not subscribed. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching.